Hello everybody, in this lesson I will teach you how to compare common fractions and then I will teach you how to order them in either ascending or descending order. Now I'm going to teach you how to compare two fractions. It is much easier to compare fractions when they have the same denominators. And here's the question. Compare the following fractions by adding the correct relationship sign, and that's either smaller than, greater than, or equals. And here's the sum. 3/5 and a half. So you always read from left to right, and now you have to decide, is 3/5 smaller than, greater than, or equal to a half? Now here is a representation. The top one is the 3/5 and the bottom one, the purple one, is the half. And it's very clear that the 3/5 is greater than, bigger than a half. But do you agree, in the exam you can't give me sketches like this, so I will now teach you how to work it out. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the LCM. Remember, that's the lowest common multiple of the two denominators, as I told you right at the beginning. So the LCM of 2 and 5 is 10. So what we need to do is we need to convert the 3/5 into tens. So we will multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. So 3/5 is the same as 6/10. And then a half, we will multiply both numerator and denominator by 5, and we end with 5/10. Now we can say that 6/10 is indeed greater than 5/10, and my advice to you, take it back to the original sum. Therefore 3/5 is greater than a half. Let's do a few more examples. Compare the following fractions by adding the correct relationship sign. 3/4 and 11/16, or 11/16. Now, do you agree? We can make the denominator, the 3/4, a 16. So we will say 3/4 times 4/4, so it becomes 12/16, and then there's your 11/16. So do you agree? 12/16, 12/16 is greater than 11/16. The next example. Oh, there it flew in. The next one. 3/7 and 3/5. So now the LCD or LCM will be 35. So we will say 3/7 times 5/5 is the same as 15/35. And then the other one, the 3/5, we will multiply this one by 7/7. So that one is 21/35. And then it's clear that 15 is smaller than 21/35. Last example, 7/10 and 13/20. So the LCM will be 20. So we will say we will multiply the numerator as well as the denominator by 2. And we end with 14/20, and there's the 13/20. So do you agree 14/20 will be greater than 13/20? Before we continue, have you subscribed yet? Or you can like this video, and better yet, please tell your friends about my channel. Let's continue. How to arrange the following fractions in ascending order. Remember, ascending order means from smallest to biggest. Now what we're going to do is we need the denominators, the number at the bottom, to be the same, and we will find the LCM, and it's going to be 20. So then we will take each fraction individually and we will convert it into 20ths. So we will say the first one, 7/10, we will multiply both numerator and denominator by 2, and we end with 14 over 20. And then we take the 14 over 20 and we write it directly below the 7/10. The next one, 3 over 5, and we will multiply both by 4 and we end with 12 over 20. We take the 12 over 20 and we write it directly under 3 over 5. The 3/4, we will multiply by 5 over 5 and we end with 15 over 20. And you write it there. And then the 13 over 20, that one is fine. There's nothing you do there. Now we can arrange them. So remember I said ascending order is from small to big. Therefore we can start with 12 over 20, 13 over 20, 14 over 20 and 15 over 20. So in fact this is the answer. You've got it. But let me teach you. Let's take it back to the original fraction. So the 12 over 20, if you follow the pattern there, was 3 over 5. So that one is the smallest. Then 13 over 20, the black number was, well, 13 over 20. And then 14 over 20, that's the red one, was originally 7 over 10. And then 15 over 20, the green one, is 3/4. And that is how you arrange them in ascending order. Let's do another example. Arrange the following fractions in descending order. So that means from big to small. Again, there's the fractions. Now, there's another problem here, and the problem is that they are mixed numbers. So we have to write these two as improper fractions. So half stays. 2 and 7/10 is the same as 27 over 10, and the last fraction there, 2 and 3/5, is exactly the same as 13 over 5 as an improper fraction. So now we will zoom in on the denominator and we will find the LCM, the lowest common multiple, which in this case is going to be 10. Then we take each fraction individually and we will convert. A half times 5 over 5 is 5 over 10. So under a half you write 5 over 10, 5/10. 27 over 10 is already over 10, nothing we do there. And then the 13 over 5, we will multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. So we end with 26 over 10. So under 13 over 5, we will write 26 over 10. So now we go for descending order, in other words, big to small. So we start with 27 over 10, 26 over 10, 5 over 10. And then remember that is the answer, but let's just write it as the original fraction. 27 over 10, you can clearly see, used to be 2 and 7/10. 26 over 10 used to be this one. You go up, 2 and 3/5, and then the half is the only one that's left. And there, you wrote it in descending order. In the next video, I will teach you how to add and subtract common fractions. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next video.